Hey everyone, it's Yo Mama, out here being sweaty on the sands of Arctis in Dune Awakening, with some tips on how to get good gear in the early game. When you're starting out in the Hajra Basin South and Vermilius Gap, there are special Imperial items that'll help you do more damage and make your life a whole lot easier. You can't use intel points to learn these plans, because they're the property of the Imperium. The only way to craft them is by finding an Imperial permit for them out in the world. Of course, the best gear comes with paperwork. So let me show you exactly where to find each one. Let's start with the Hajra Literjon MK1. It's a unique water container created by the Fremen for those going on a journey of seeking. To get a permit, travel to Griffin's Reach Trade Post. You can't miss it, it's the giant building lit up like a Christmas tree. And speak with the trader there. You'll need to purchase one to complete a journey, but you really should buy 3 or 4, because each one holds 6 cups of water, whereas regular Literjons only hold 4. That's a 50% upgrade, which on Arctis is basically a miracle. Then take those permits back to your base and learn them. That'll store them in your fabricator. After that, you can craft them anytime you want, as long as you have the materials, and you can keep extra permits for trading or sharing with your guild members. You'll all be able to carry a lot of water without taking up too much space in your backpack. Now you're going to need a good weapon, so let me show you where to get Aren's Vengeance. When Aren was ousted by the Karab, he brought some of their technology with him into the southern basin, where he joined up with the scavengers, and he crafted this rifle based on a Karab model. It's a burst rifle that does 6.0 damage per shot. For early game, it's the kind of firepower that makes the Imperium nervous. To get an Imperial permit for Aren's Vengeance, you're going to need to travel to the very south of the South Hajra Basin and find the Broken Stone Station. Once you clear all the scavengers out of the station, you'll find the permit in a small room to the side in a constellation chest. It's like they wanted you to find it, but not without a little trauma first. Then there are 2 permits you'll get as part of your journey that you should learn and craft right away. The first one is Kaleff's Drinker. It's much nicer than that scrap metal knife you're probably still carrying around, because not only does it do 8.1 damage per hit, this special kinjal extracts blood from your enemies and automatically puts it in blood bags you're carrying so you can convert it to water. Stay hydrated, stab responsibly. It's much easier and faster than using an improvised blood extractor. And less gross, maybe, but you can double dip and use both. To get a permit for Kaleff's Drinker, you're going to have to go to the Wreck of the Alcyon, which is on the north side of South Hajra. There are some scavengers inside that you'll have to deal with, but this is the one and only shipwreck where PvP is not allowed. Once you clear it, you'll find a constellation chest with the permit inside. The second one is the Emperor's Wings MK1, a suspensor belt used by jongleurs to float during performances. Dramatic, fabulous, and actually really practical. It'll keep you floating twice as long as a regular leap suspensor belt because its battery drains half as quickly, which means less flailing, less dying, and more showing off. To get an Imperial permit for it, you'll need to go to the Desert Botanical Testing Station, and at the very end, you'll find the permit in a constellation chest. Once you get up to the Vermilius Gap, you need to get your hands on the Shredder, because compared to a standard scattergun, the Shredder does 26% more damage, which means more boom per click. But the permit can be a little tricky to find. You're going to need to go to the Sukalusis Thieves Market, and after clearing out all the thieves, go all the way to the basement. You'll find a room that looks like it's empty, but in the corner there's a special passageway that leads up to a hidden room with a constellation chest. Those of you who are sword masters are definitely going to need the Pseudo Pulse-Sword. Not only does it deal 12.7 damage per hit, but it also gives you a small stamina boost when parrying. So if you're breathing heavy after 2 swings, this one's for you. To get the Imperial permit for it, you'll need to infiltrate Imperial Testing Station number 10, which is on the far eastern side of the Vermilius Gap, pack armor, backup armor, and something to cry into. And you'll find the constellation chest in the final loot room. When you're in the Vermilius Gap, you won't be able to miss the giant hammer-shaped rock towering above all others. And if you climb to the very top, you'll discover Marzaba's Mesa, and next to a crashed ornithopter, hidden in the rocks, there will be a constellation chest with an Imperial permit for a shadow hood inside. You won't be able to craft the hood right away, but you should definitely pick up this permit. It's stylish, it's stealthy, it'll keep you from frying in the sun. You should also always keep an eye out for crashed ships. You have to be quick because they will attract worms, but if you scan the sides and top, you might find lots of good loot, including the Imperial permit for Menol's Stillsuit boots, which provide much more protection than the Scavenger Stillsuit boots. Better padding, better insulation, less foot rot. To get around in the Vermilius Gap, you're going to need a good booster for your Sandbike, like the Nightrider Sandbike Boost MK2, which will let you travel faster further at night. So you could travel to the Anvil and talk to the trader there. He'll happily sell you one for 16,000 Solaris. Or you could literally go right next door and get one for free. You just have to clear out a cave full of Karab. You should probably come more prepared than I was. Once you do, you'll find a little room off to the side that has a constellation chest with a Nightrider Imperial Permit inside. You're probably starting to build a much bigger base, so you're going to need a much better Quickcutter. Olef's Quickcutter will help you mine faster and give you a better yield. Less effort, more rocks, what's not to love? To get it, you're going to have to go to the Western Vermilius Gap and visit Imperial Testing Station number 197. About 3/4 of the way through the station, you'll find a room with a constellation chest, and inside, the Imperial Permit for Olef's Quickcutter. Use it, love it, praise be to Olef. And those are just a few of the Imperial Permits you can find in the Haga Basin. There are plenty more out there, hidden in caves, wrecks, and ruined stations. If you'd like me to show you more, please leave me a comment, or just yell at me in chat during my next stream. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the sands of Arctis, hopefully with less thirst and more loot.